Good morning, Independence. 97 days to Super Tuesday. So I've decided that I'm going to make this 99 Days Before Super Tuesday series to be just as exciting as the 12 Days of Christmas. And here's the reason why I'm going to do that. So when the kids go back to school in August, September, the fall comes around, everything's just kind of normal. You're doing your daily grind, the kids are back at school, running them to all their activities. It's hectic, it's stressful, and you don't really have anything to look forward to until it starts to get to maybe mid-October, and then you're like, oh, Halloween is in a couple of weeks. That's always fun, and you start to look forward to that. So it kind of pulls you out of that like depression for the first, month or two of the fall season. And then after Halloween is done, it's a little bit of a letdown, but then you realize that you're in November already, and Thanksgiving is just a few weeks away. So then you start looking forward to that, and you're like, we can start thinking about putting Christmas decorations up. and so that kind of pulls you through most of the month of November. And then right after Thanksgiving is done, you're into the Christmas season, and they hit you right away with Black Friday, and you got to shop all weekend, and Cyber Monday, and Giving Tuesday. And so that would pull you out of any potential depression right after Thanksgiving Day. And it just moves you right into the Christmas holiday, looking forward to Christmas and putting up Christmas decorations and shopping and looking forward to having the family over. So basically for the last half of October, all of November, December, you're good. And then even right after Christmas is done, just a week after that is New Year's. And so you get to look forward to that right away. The problem comes on January 2nd. Then you realize that there's nothing coming up, and you start to get depressed. It's like Martin Luther King Day, nice, but not the same as the holidays. Super Bowl for some, but that's still 4 to 5 weeks away. President's Day, that's just not super exciting. Really, the next thing is Valentine's Day, and for some, that just kind of even makes it worse. So now on January 2nd, when you start to go into that depression, you'll pull out your phone and start scrolling through, and you'll come across one of these YouTube videos in the Super Tuesday series. You'll be like, oh, it's 64 days to Super Tuesday. This is amazing. I now have something to look forward to. And so that's really why I'm making this, because I see that a month from now, you're going to go into a depression on January 2nd, and I'm building this series and getting you hooked on it so that it'll pull you right out of that, and you have zero depression for all of January, all of February, and then March 5th is going to be Super Tuesday. So I'm doing this for you. Like, what other representative would possibly come up with something this elaborate to help you through your winter depression? I mean, that's pretty good. I'm already doing this, and I'm not even elected to office yet. Imagine what I'm going to do if I'm actually elected to office. So anyway, that's the reason for doing the Super Tuesday series. I'm looking out for everyone in the district here, and across the country for that matter, if you're entertained by this. So anyway, today on the agenda, I'm going to go out and collect more signatures. Like I said, I got 18 yesterday. I need 40, but I'll probably collect 60 just to be safe. I'm looking forward to doing that because I had fun doing it yesterday, and it was interesting to learn sort of what everybody thought. Even though I only chatted with them for, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes for some of them, I got a lot of information out of it, and my feelings, how I feel, is how a lot of people feel. So I'm looking forward to going back out into the district. Oh, I forgot to mention yesterday that one of the funny things was one of the husband-wife couples that I went to get signatures from, the wife said that they always vote opposite parties. So one votes Republican, one votes Democrat, and then she made the joke that they basically just cancel each other out. And so then I said, well, so I'm the first thing that you've agreed on in decades. And and that was pretty funny. And so I've just barely started this, and I've already brought back together a politically divided marriage. I saved a politically divided marriage. I mean, could you imagine if I make it into office? And then this movement begins to spread, and then people start talking about independence. It's kind of like the Thanksgiving video that I did, where you have Democrats and you have Republicans, and they get in arguments with each other at Thanksgiving dinner, at family dinners. There's always a little bit of family conflict there. Well, if this movement starts to take off, like, families are going to come back together, divorce rates are going to plummet across the country, the kids will feel less tension in the household, which means that they'll do better in school, they'll grow up to be better Americans. I mean, this is just the beginning. I'm sort of joking, but I'm also, it will help a little bit too, to reduce some of this politically charged environment. So that's why I'm looking forward to getting back out into the district today, talking to some more friends. Even though I know them, it's still interesting to hear what they have to say, because some of them I don't know what their political affiliations are. And then today, well, I'll admit that I lied to you yesterday. I didn't get any of the paperwork done because I focused on the website stuff and then going out and collecting signatures. So rather than lying to you again today about getting the ballot designation form done and all the other paperwork, I will just tell you that maybe I'll get it done, maybe I won't. You'll have to stay tuned today to find out. I will see you in a little bit. Hey, it's Joe again. I'm just out to San Ramon and Danville again to try to collect the last of the signatures that I need. And then I'll probably collect some more tomorrow to make sure that I'm over the limit and all the signatures are valid. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. It is now almost 10 o'clock and I'm headed home. Did I get the signatures I needed, or did I not? We'll find out shortly. Welcome to the evening, Joe. It is very late today, even later than yesterday. It's 10:56 p.m. I got home a little while ago and then was hungry, so I ate and then sat down and put together a couple of notes and then starting to record. So first things first, the paperwork. I, in fact, did get quite a bit done. I got the entire ballot designation form filled out, as well as the sheet for publishing the campaign's information on the Alameda County Registrar of Voters website. So that is done. The only thing I have left will be the voter guide information summary, and I'll try to put that together tomorrow. And that's the last thing I have to do. And then I will take all of that in and sign a couple more things at the elections office and should be officially ready to go. And now for the moment that you've been waiting for, did I collect enough signatures? And I, in fact, did. I've got more than enough, but I'm probably going to still get another 5 or 10 tomorrow just to be on the safe side, in case they don't match signatures or addresses, or some people aren't registered to vote when they thought that they were. So should be all good to go there. And again, today was very interesting. I talked to lots of people, even more than yesterday. Actually, I talked to close to 30 registered voters today instead of the 18 yesterday. And again, covering the entire political spectrum, from registered Republicans to registered independents to registered Democrats, and ages ranging from 20s all the way up to 70s. And they all felt the same way. They were all open to supporting an independent candidate. And they were really just looking for someone who's willing to stand up to the entire establishment and to try to break the two-party system. That seems to be what they all had in common. And in fact, I went to one person's house, and then he walked me over to his neighbor's house, and they signed. Then they called their neighbor, and their neighbor came over and signed as well. And as far as the issues that everyone was concerned with, I chatted a little bit with some of them. The normal issues that people are talking about, everything from the cost of living and inflation, potential recession on the horizon for the economy, crime, drugs, homelessness. That seems to be, they're worried that they're beginning to see things that are happening in these communities that haven't happened in them before. And they want somebody to do something about it. And then one guy was great. He was super excited about aliens. And so we talked about those for a little while. He gave me some resources that I need to check out. because I have been seeing a lot more coming out with these congressional hearings. And some of the videos that I have seen are very interesting. Not enough for me to definitively conclude that they exist and that they're here. But this guy, he was a little skeptical too, but he was leaning, I think, more towards that they are here, they do exist, we've seen them, they're present, and in fact that they may be here trying to help us now to prevent us from destroying ourselves. And that would be great. And if that's true, aliens, if you're here and you're helping us try to get back on track and prevent us from destroying ourselves, then please help me out, because I'm trying to do the same thing. So with that said, until tomorrow, good night.